$44.
Mine.
Nice.
Nice.
Great steal.
Nice.
Way to get it back.
They're having fun. They are having fun. Meanwhile, I look at all of your screens.
I like it.
Rodney's not having any fun at all.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, the spin move?
They foul I'm open.
Oh, green.
Nice shot.
Nice. All right, let's get a steal.
Got
Nice.
Up. Take that.
Oh, he jumped.
Ooh.
Nice. That's a good cut.
Oh, for real.
We got to step our hair game up, fellas. They got all this red and orange. Come on, y'all. Why y'all pressing?
It's an extra.
That's enough for us.
We'll take that.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
We got 3 on
Go
nothing.
ahead, have fun with it. There we go. I see 2 flames on the court right now.
His name is LD.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Two.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Ooh, disrespect. They're orcas, we're the seals.
Just having a little fun, putting on a little show. You know?
Like it, guys.
All right, all
We gotta
right.
get to 10.
Oh, they're trying to get to 10. We can't make that happen. We can't let that happen. They said if they get to 10, they win.
Let's run our plays. Let's run some of our sets, guys.
Yo,
There you go.
double
There's
screen?
the double screen after the ball's gone. That's it.
Just like we like it.
Nope, not today.
No.
Oh,
no.
Listen,
Good game.
you shouldn't have told me
Game.
your goal before the game. We had to let you get close so you can feel like you can get it and then stop.
You know what? I for one, am proud to put up 9 points on champions. I'm happy. I'm happy. Hey, great game, fellas. Let's check out some of this box score. We can not show our box score, but rather show the champions box score. I like it. So going into matchups.
And don't let the high fashion fool you. These Brooklyn Nets mean business. A shot from earlier on coming down the tunnel, ready to put a show on here at home. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you, Kevin. We all know Joel Embiid's incredible blend of size, strength, and skill. He says, whenever I want, I'm able to be Shaq. And I'm also able to be Dirk, Kobe, or MJ, or any guard, really. Just a combination of everything offensively. Kevin, whether it's shooting off the dribble or pulling up or ball handling, he does it all well.
He does indeed. David, thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. DeAnthony Melton out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And looking at the Nets, they've got Cameron Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now here's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got the first points up on the board for Philadelphia.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Dinwiddie against Harden. Poked away, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Brooklyn ball.
Here's Claxton. The shot's good.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Back to Embiid. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Don't you forget, Harden's won an assist title now, and this man can pass that rock. Look, some of James Harden's career numbers are crazy, but he's also got a lot of firsts to go along with those overall totals, like the first 60-point triple-double.
Now, here's Bridges. Bridges over 20 points a game. Here's Melton. No good that time. Bridges with some nice defense. And he'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And Harden was the first player to average 35 points.
30 points against every other team. No one had done 2004.
Now, here's Melton. He gives his team some nice. Embiid, the jumper from the free throw line is good. Embiid's got 6 points.
When Embiid is shooting the ball, especially from mid-range. In this game,
Harden with it. Bridges, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring 2, sometimes 3. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge.
On the free throw, no good. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. No player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Mikal Bridges has come to Duke the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Well, free throw is good from Bridges.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now, here's Bridges. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Finney-Smith. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Dinwiddie against Harden. Claxton the pass to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
It to Tucker. Here's Embiid. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities. I think that was their Achilles heel.
And when you're giving up offensive boards, it's a simple fix. You need to raise your effort level.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. McDaniels comes in for Harris. Axie's checked in for Melton. And it's Shake Milton in for James Harden.
Team second.
Curry is inside. Defended by Milton. And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to O'Neal. He kicks to Harris. And there's the pass to Curry. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lucky Seven drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role? Now here's Harrell after the miss from Joel Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Simmons. After the Sixers pick up 2. O'Neal, that's a two-pointer. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
At 6'11", with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And we're some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Outside Thomas. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And
time to make some noise for your.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Nets. A 12-point game. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Harris. And it's Niang in at the power forward position.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
The three from Harden. That one misses. The Nets go the other way with it. Johnson surveying the floor. Over Harden. And Embiid with the block. And they're able to recover. 5 to shoot. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. Embiid inside. Neal's there. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Maxey. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork. Dinwiddie laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
From deep, Harden. Brooklyn with the rebound. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Johnson against Harris. And the call will be against George Niang. That's his first foul. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Tucker's checked in. Dinwiddie outside. Bridges shot. He's covered by Maxey. The 76ers leading by 10. And he uses the glass on the layup. Maxey's got his first 2 points.
Just a beautiful job of scanning the floor, finding the open man. Harris looking to involve his teammates.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Harden's shot is off. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And here's Harden for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 7 points.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Timeout called the Nets.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple years, assembling a super team. And before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Johnson. Thomas checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Seth Curry in for Dinwiddie. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the 76ers. Thomas passes to Simmons. Here's Finney-Smith. And the call will be against Georges Niang. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. 6 to shoot. Goes up the baseline. Thomas, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Harden the pass to Harrell. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And now it's a 12-point 76ers lead. And so Curry will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. To the middle. Here's Simmons. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
This is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Out to Harris. Back to Harden. Launches it. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Curry passes to Simmons. Here's Finney-Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player.
The first one falls.
When you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid, you have to be in win mode now. And the Sixers are doing everything they can to get their big fella to the finals.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Is it hard, Richard, to balance the present and the future if you're a team like the 76ers?
No. You should have 100% focus on here and now. Why? Because players like Embiid only come around every 20, 30 years in your franchise. So you should just hedge all of your bets and try and get it done while you have the window.
And it feels like that is truly the direction. There's no deviating from it at all.
No, that's the direction. You look at the champions, the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Lakers. They have all done the same thing. They went into win-now mode.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Swiped away. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. And slam dunk by Harris.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Back to Curry. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Harris. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Harden, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Nets trail by 19. Passes it to Curry. Thomas surveying the D. Knocks down the step-back James.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, an early lead and a lot to like in the performance thus far. Would you agree?
Oh, I thought we played great. Defensively, I know that I had someone behind me. If I made a mistake that was going to protect the rim, I thought we did great.
We know the adjustments are coming, and we'll see who takes advantage. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 20 points, 2 block shots, and 1 assist. It was a return to form for him tonight after struggling in their last outing. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They really push around, not protecting the rim.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Please give a big round of applause.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Joel Embiid has been set.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one.
Bridges outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Finney-Smith.
Oh, terrific job of establishing position there defensively. And Harold using those physical tunage on the contest.
Harden the pass to Niang. And the shot goes in.
George Niang.
And the 76ers lead by 21.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
They get a hand on it. Pass to Harden. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Now the pass to Niang. Misses the three. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Brooklyn.
Royce O'Neal.
Dinwiddie with it. 7 points in the game. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz checked in for Tyrese Maxey. And it's in for James Harden. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim
in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
They get it back. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Daniels, he's checked in for Danuel House. The 76ers leading by 19 points. And well over a decade in Brooklyn. For what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive.
Still going hard. And that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall. That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty thing.
Timeout called the Nets. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Here's Korkmaz. Misses off the left iron.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Johnson outside. O'Neal kicks to Johnson. Knocked away. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Johnson. Thomas checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Seth Curry in for Dinwiddie. And McDaniels drops them both. Richard, I know you've been to Africa. Your mom did a lot of work there. How gratifying is it to see the investment that the NBA now is making over there?
Well, I look at how basketball changed my life and allowed me to accomplish so many great things. And then the more people that have the opportunity to allow basketball to change their lives, you got Basketball Without Borders. You have academies in Basketball Africa League. It's great to see these opportunities extended to more people across the globe. That's why basketball is a global game.
And Jalen McDaniels picks up the foul.
Jalen McDaniels.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul. 14 foul.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's O'Neal. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. A nice shot by Harris.
And you can't give Harris any breathing room to shoot, especially when he's looking to fire the 3 ball.
Here's Dedmon. Back to McDaniel. Dedmon kicks to Milton. Fires the 3. The 76ers again can't hit it. Nets trail by 20. Harris outside. Curry looking around. Drops in the layup for 2.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. they may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Hilton the pass to Niang. And yes, it's good. Niang's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Passes it to O'Neal. No one near him. Chalk up 2 there.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
The 76ers leading by 18. Milton kicks to Dedmon. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Brooklyn making a change. Finney-Smith's checked in. And the 76ers also making a change. Danuel House has checked in for Georges Niang. For Brooklyn, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Thomas. Korkmaz grabs the miss. The Nets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Team's 5th foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
And he can't get the first one.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
And here is Milton. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Philadelphia ahead, running away with this one. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the defeat. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Harrell is out there with Jalen McDaniels. Then there's Maxey, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one, good.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Got a piece of it. And now Maxey pushing it up, and no one back there to stop him. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that.
Johnson, he's checked in for Thomas. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Bridges. Johnson kicks to Bridges. The Nets working the ball around now. And Jalen McDaniels picks up the foul.
Jalen McDaniels.
That'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Claxton. And Jalen McDaniels picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
His 4th personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Here's Dinwiddie. The 19-foot shot, and Finney-Smith gets it to go. The 76ers leading by 22. Maxey passes to McDaniels. Floats it up there for Harrell. It's tipped. They retain possession. here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Bridges leading the charge. The second effort. Finney Smith can't get it to go. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball. 76ers.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Right wing. Like we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. They're always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Niang's checked in. Maxey passes to Niang. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's the pass to Finney Smith. On the wing, Bridges. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's foul number 2 for him. And Philadelphia making a change here. Dedmon's checked in.
For the 76ers, Dwayne Dedmon.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. And that one drops for him. Claxton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Passes it to Finney Smith. One of the biggest changes in the NBA since I started broadcasting back in the early 80s, player movement. That's your guys switching teams all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for the NBA?
I think for players it's great because you have more mobility. You have a chance to change your environment and revitalize you. For the fans, I understand. Probably not so much because really they connect to these players, especially when you draft them or they're part of an epic year or a championship. You just hate to see those players go. So there's two sides to it.
And I bet as a player, knowing you as I do, you probably enjoy the challenge of trying to reassert yourself, find out where you could best help your new team.
Yes, and you enjoy your new role. I've been in roles where I was expected to be a leading scorer. I've also been in a role where I was expected to mentor Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes. All those guys were drafted at my time in Golden State.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Trains it from beyond the arc. Dinwiddie's got 6 points in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Here is House. He's guarded by Johnson. The shot by House is no good. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-4 run. And then Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Maxey passes to Niang. 2 points. That one goes. And the 76ers lead by 14. Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. This game is always changing, and there are fads, there are cyclical, RJ, in so many ways. Here we have the last 4 MVP winners for all 6'11" or taller, when a lot of people think it's a game of 6'6", 6'7" guys.
Yes, that's true. And I'm glad that it's starting to come back. You know why? Because I had to go against Shaq and Tim Duncan and David Robinson my first 2 times in the finals. And everyone's like, you're 0-2. It's like I had to go against those Giants. I'm glad to see that Giants are back and dominating the game.
Yeah, clearly the big men are not extinct.
Nope.
Great positioning on the putback.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Pass to Dedmon. House dishes to Dedmon. That's tipped.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Maxey passes to Dedmon. Out left to the wing. Offline. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, you took over offensively. What went into finding that rhythm?
I thought I got the shots that I wanted and to the floor of the offense, and my teammates were fouling me, so I just knocked down some shots.
Well, they were smart to look for you, man, because you had it going on, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Next time